Narina.
Hi everyone, I'm Narina again, and currently I am in the Grove Atrium. And here we have Leroy and his third year students rehearsing for their final performance. So I'll let you in on a sneak peek of that. Hi everyone! So that is all from me at the moment, and I'll come back later.
Thank you so much, Narina. Okay, next up we have Teresa, and she is in our MDX House lower studio space.
Hello everyone, my name is Teresa. I'm the GAA for dance at Middlesex. My role is very much student focused, so I try to provide support during your study, create opportunities, and kind of create or build a bridge between staff and students. So while you are at uni, you can always contact me with any queries, any concerns. I will always be there to try to support you or signpost you to the right people. Right now, I am outside the lower forum, which is one of our smaller dance spaces. And what's really cool is as a student, you have access to these spaces, you can book them and you get your own pass. So you can go in. I'm gonna take you in right now. We have in there Maga, one of our choreographers for the third year performance, rehearsing with her third year cast. So let's go have a look. I'm just gonna knock on the door. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Can you all give us a wave?
Hello.
Yeah, so this is the lower forum studio. As you can see, we have lovely mirrors, sprung floor, and even for a small studio, it's a really great space. I'm gonna let these guys get on with their rehearsal. So as you can see, it's a really lovely space. So at your time, if you would be here at Middlesex studying with us, you could book this space to do your rehearsals if you're making work. And we're in very close to a specialist gym we have. And there's also lots of societies going on. There's a dance society where you can take extracurricular classes if you want to do a bit more. But yeah, that's the lower forum, and you'll see me later. But for now, that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Teresa. That's great. Okay, so I'm next. I am currently in the college dance studio, so I'm going to just move out the way so you can see it in all its glory. It's got very lovely light today. So as Teresa said, all of our studios are specialist dance facilities, which means they have sprung floors, they have mirrors, quite a lot of them have ballet bars fixed to the wall. And at the moment, you might notice, I'm not sure if you can see, but some of the markings and taping on the floor, which is obviously our COVID secure measures. So while I'm in the college studio, I'm also going to just mention the dance techniques that you will study as part of our degree programme, because that quite often is a key question that comes up. So across the provision, our students train in ballet, improvisation. Improvisation is actually taught by Maga, who was just leading that rehearsal. You'll also learn release-based technique, Cunningham-based, Humphrey-based, Cohen and Graham-based contemporary dance techniques. You'll also learn urban and hybrid dance forms, which is led by Leroy and Yasmin. You saw Leroy a moment ago in the atrium space. Here you'll learn hip hop, locking, house, Afro house, crump, breaking, and street jazz. So we have a really diverse and vibrant dance technique program, and it's something that is very much at the forefront of both of our degrees, whether you're on practices or on performance. Okay, I'm going to step aside so you can just see the beautiful studio once more. And all of our spaces are available for students to book for their own rehearsals. And then, of course, we have technique classes in them during the day. And sometimes they also feature for performance spaces as well, depending on what students need. next up, we have Narina, and she's going to be in our Grove Dance Theatre. Narina, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hello again, everyone. Currently, I am in the Grove Dance Theatre, which is our theatre as well as our studio. Here, we can also train when we don't have any shows planned. So as a studio, it has the advantage that it doesn't actually have mirrors. So as a performer, you can get trained in body awareness, and it will be much easier for you when you actually go on to perform on a stage, on like an event or anything, for you to actually be there and be aware of what you're doing without having any concerns about, oh my God, where am I? Where are the mirrors? So yeah. And as a dance theater, it has lots of lighting and special effects that you can experience with. In my first year, I had a choreography. I was involved in a choreography, it wasn't mine. And we used projection, lights, and even smoke screen to create effects. And I will actually show you some pictures later, so you have to stay tuned to see them. Yeah, I think that's all. You will have many opportunities to use the space as rehearsal or show. So I think you have to make a use of it.
Thank you so much, Narina. And as Narina said, do stay tuned for the third session, which is the Dancing in the Pandemic discussion, where Narina is going to be talking to you about her experience of being a student this last year. And she's also got some really lovely images that capture some of her highlights from her studies of the last 2 years. Okay, so next we are going to go back to Teresa, who has done a wonderful job at running up the stairs, and she is outside our MDX House upper studio.
Yes, I am still in the same building, just upstairs, like April said, outside the upper forum studio. And in there is our lovely ballet teacher, Denzel Bailey, who's just getting ready to teach his next ballet class. So I'm just going to quickly pop in, show you the studio, and then tell you a little bit about it. So here's our studio. Denzel.
Teresa is back and she's on a tour with the new guys.
Would you like to say hello?
I would do. Welcome, 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 guys. How are you guys doing? I hope you're all well. I look forward to seeing some of you next year, I hope, in September, October. It's going to be amazing. Nice to see you guys. Stay here, April. Thanks, Teresa.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
So just...
Look, say hi, Erin. Sophia.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
So as you might have spotted, we have lovely mirrors in there. We have lots of great ballet bars. So in this is one of our kind of mid-size studios in which we teach technique classes, for example, ballet, but also other techniques. I'm not sure if you spotted, but there's these really long white curtains which you can pull all around the space. And there's also amazing, great projectors, so you can kind of create a very immersive environment. And lots of students have done really exciting projects in there using projection. Yeah, so it's a rehearsal space used for techniques or performances as well. And it's also a space you can book for yourself and your rehearsals should you want to. So yeah, that's everything from me and the upper forum, and I'm gonna hand back to April.
Great, thank you so much, Teresa, and so lovely to see Denzel and some of our students getting ready for ballet as well. So we're next going to go to Bryony, and she is in our Ritterman studio.
Hello everyone, I am back, and yes, as April said, I'm in our Ritterman studio. Hopefully you can kind of see. So it's a nice big space, very fit for purpose. We've got some mirrors here. I'm not sure if you can see. Very fab Zoom setup at the moment as well. Let me just place this back down. So this is our Ritterman Dance Studio, as I said. It's our newest edition and the largest studio that we have here at Middlesex. Hopefully you can see it's very spacious, fully equipped with bars all the way around the outside. Has mirrors across all of one wall, excellently sprung floor. Hopefully you can see if I lift this up. Very light and airy, nice high ceilings. We're very lucky as well that this studio also very easily turns into a performance space. So we have curtains that go all the way around the outside to create almost like a black box effect, and also lots of lighting fixtures and lots of cool kind of lighting to play with. Lots of our students choose to actually use this space to present their choreographic work, in addition to our theatre that Narina is very lovely sitting in. Just opposite the studio as well, you might not be able to see, but we also have fully equipped male and female dressing rooms. They're also very spacious and come in handy for our performance weeks. So we're very lucky to have this wonderful, very bright and spacious, fit for purpose fifth studio. As well as our excellent facilities, we also have a wonderful staff teaching team. A few of those you will get to meet as we go through this evening. And as part of that team, we also have a pool of fantastic musicians who also industry professionals and incredible at what they do. And they play live for probably 95% of our technique classes. And it really does make such a difference to the studio experience in terms of developing that relationship between live dance and music on a daily basis throughout our training. So yeah, really, really quite spoiled in that regard. You might be able to see, not sure, got nice big pianos in most of the dance studios. And also our musicians come with drums and guitars and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, we're really, really lucky in terms of our facilities, our staff team, and also our musicians. That is a pretty extra special bonus if you do come and join us in September, October. So that kind of concludes our facilities tour. We finished a tiny bit early, but before we take a quick break, before our first practical session, I'm going to pop a link into the chat, and that will be to a short video. And this video has been created for our dance students by our dance science lecturer, Claire Farmer, who you'll get to meet a little bit later. And the video explains kind of a bit about how to set up your space safely at home for practical classes, and also includes our Middlesex participation disclaimer. So we'd like you to have just a quick look at that. It's a 5-minute video just before we start the first session. I'll hang around if you've got any questions about that first session, but essentially at 5:15, I'll see you back in the second call, where I'll lead a short contemporary-esque based warm-up before handing over to my colleague Leroy, who you saw rehearsing just a minute ago, and he's going to take you for the second slightly longer workshop, where he'll teach you kind of a bit of a routine and have some fun with you. And that will conclude us at 6 o'clock. So I'm just going to pop the link in the chat now, so you can have a look at that. I'll stay in here if you've got any questions, and then I'll see you back at 5:15 for the first practical session.
Great, thank you so much, Bryony. So yeah, please visit the video that Bryony is going to share with you, and make sure that you engage with that video before you rejoin us for session 2. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you to Narina and Teresa as well for your wonderful touring. And we will keep the call open if anyone's got any questions they didn't want to ask kind of in this more public domain. But if not, then you can exit the call and then follow the session 2 link, and that will take you through to our workshop, which is going to start at 5:15. Thank you so much. We will stay. Thank you so much, Olivia. Do you feel that you can